Alright, I'm filming from the observation post of the Ecology Museum. It's kind of cute up here. They've got sort of a crow's nest and some binoculars you can look out at. So what you're seeing there is either the Korea Railway Museum or the Korea Railway Research Institute, or probably just both at the same time. And if you move a little bit over here, you can see, I'll zoom in on it, that's the Railway Museum. And if you were to look really closely, you'd probably see some old trains and things. Behind that would be the apartment complex where we are. That tall square building in the back is a Hyundai Motors office. I think that's sort of where all the good jobs come from in this part of the city. And you can see that there's a lot of railway presence here. There's actually even more if you kind of follow those tracks, as Uiwang City is one of the major rail ports in the country. And again, that's where some of the good jobs come from here. The city's doing quite well. Right there, the green you see in the center would be some rice paddies. It's great that they still exist. They've recently passed green belt laws, and most of the new apartment buildings that go up are on the site of existing buildings. So we have this park and this lake around here, and there's still quite a bit of green space, more than you would expect. Down here is one of the little restaurants that we have in the neighborhood. Probably as the lake here gets developed, a few more of those will pop up. Meanwhile, there's the lake itself. Just up ahead here, they have some nice boardwalks where you can go walking and get really close to the vegetation. A lot of cattails and swampy kind of grasses and some ducks and things. It's kind of pretty. And then scrolling out, you get a bigger look at the lake with the hills in the background. I'll try to get into the sunlight here actually. So there's the lake. I hope the sun doesn't make too much glare. And the lake is about 6 kilometers around. So that's where I go running. If it's a hot day, once around, and if it's a cool day, twice around. And they're developing the boardwalk around the lake. And they're putting in some kind of toy train for us to take. I'm not sure what the deal is, but the water level is really high. It rained a ton a few weeks ago. And the process they had made on the toy train is all underwater now. So I'm hoping actually that they just cancel the plan, because the pictures look kind of stupid. Anyways, in the back you can see a very expensive apartment complex, probably about 3 times what we paid for ours, and that is technically Suwon City. Suwon just begins on the far end of the lake. Moving along, let's get back into the sunlight again. Another new restaurant in the corner. And actually just up ahead with all those trees, that is a nice little, they call it a nature park, but it's just got some spots for picnics. And there's a boardwalk. And they've got a little sort of mini zoo with rabbits and chickens, and I think there's a turkey in there too. Basically just stuff they got from a local farm probably. And then over there, more tracks. Basically that's it. But you'd want to see the neighborhood a little bit. I like to come up here to do my reading. The admission to the museum is only about $1.50, so if I want a quiet place to read a book, this is it. I was hoping a train would come by for the video, but no such luck. Oh wait, there's a train coming in the background, but it's going really slowly, which means I probably have to talk for a couple minutes. I think it's a subway train. Hold on, it's coming. You're gonna get a nice view of a Korean rail train. Do you hear it? Here it is. Incredible. That is obviously the public transportation. That would be going into Suwon, of course, in that direction. Anyways, now that we've got a train, I'll leave it at that. Get a little pan of the lake before we go. And that's it. Probably a little bit more rural than you thought we'd get here. Let me know what you think.